Jumping into like something a little bit different because we don't really talk a lot about this, like this type of stuff and being like politics. But I don't know if it even happened. I haven't looked at the update on it at this point. But
It
Trump
didn't.
apparently it didn't happen. But the whole ideology was that Trump said that he may be arrested um, for obviously his fraud more or less, but he was predicting that he'd be arrested on today, the day that we filmed this podcast. Um, Ideally, like we don't want to get too deep into this. Like you said, we try to stay away from politics. We don't that look. Everybody's got their political affiliations. We're cool with it either way. Um, but the question I'd ask is, one, being a former president to be able to go to jail or get arrested is already crazy. One, if you are an American citizen, right? Maybe someone that did or didn't vote for Trump. If you voted in the election that he got elected in, right? What are your thoughts? Like you guys, I mean, in particular, obviously I'm talking to you, but what are you guys' thoughts and like how this could it be impactful towards like the future of presidencies and knowing that someone that like has been proven legally to have done a lot of wrong, but still to this point it's taken this long to get him under arrest if that were to ever happen. Like, what are your thoughts on it? What's like I guess the what's the word I'm looking for, guys? The outlook on the next presidents and what type of power and what type of leniency they get against the laws, even if it's just taxes.
Let me tell you, Sterling, this is going to affect absolutely nothing. Nothing's going to change. Nothing. It's gonna make the news if it happens. Everyone's going to talk about it for about a week, and then it's just going to go away. The only thing I think this hurts is his run for presidency for the next campaign.
2024. Yeah, it's coming up soon too.
That's
The
kind of where I
campaign is starting like
disagree
August.
though. I don't know. That's what I kind of disagree with. I feel like this does nothing but help his candidacy because I really don't see what the motive is to try and get him. One, it's a misdemeanor charge, so this is just like a slap on the wrist type charge, anyways.
Oh, I was going from like the presidency type of standpoint, like laws being made against it or
Oh,
anything.
okay. I got
Yeah.
you. Because I was gonna say, as far as Trump running again, I really don't understand the motive of why they're trying to push this so hard. Because I feel like, to me, Trump is right back in that spotlight again. Like, in the efforts of trying to get that a misdemeanor charge on him, he's just in the news cycle constantly. And I feel like this is what Trump was feeding for. This is what he needed, and now he's got his juice. Now he kind of has a story to go right back onto. So I really don't understand like what the motive is on that front and why they would really push that so hard if
Oh,
the
I think it's
whole.
because if you do get convicted, if you can get it up past a misdemeanor charge, you can't run for president.
No, if you can run for president as a convicted felon, you can even run for president in prison.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh,
So that's why I just don't understand, because I feel like, and Trump, being the smart businessman that he is, because he is a smart businessman, and he thinks about all the steps. He went and told us, the reason why he told us this was going to happen is because now when he goes back, he could say, look, I told you exactly what their motives are, and look at it play through. So either they go through with it, and now people are enraged because Trump told them that this was going to happen. They're like, oh, look, this is now happening. Or they kind of push back and they don't go after it, and he's still in the clear, and he has no charges. So I feel like it's really kind of a win-win for Trump in any situation. I don't see how like this helps the Democrats or Biden or whoever will eventually run on that front.
I
But
disagree,
okay, let me hear
but
it.
not getting too much into politics. Right now, Trump's main competitor is Ron DeSantis.
Mm-hmm.
And all the
Radical.
people that were like hardcore voting for Trump in the last election are now swinging towards Ron. And what made the last election close is that like middle ground of people are like, I might go Trump, I might go Republican, I might go Democrat. So I feel as though the people that are in that middle are somewhat sensible enough to say like, oh man, this guy is getting charged with all this, he's getting convicted. I'll probably just vote Democrat this way anyways. It's a safe option. Joe Biden's already been president. He hasn't done anything too terrible to fuck it up. So it's like go with the guy who's getting charged or the guy who's already president, I'll probably go with him. And then the other left-wing votes are just going to be like, I was going for Ron anyways. So I think either way, this kind of hurts his middle ground to be competitive because right now, his competition isn't Joe Biden, it's Ron DeSantis because he's looking to be the Republican nominee rather than him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and without you guys know, I know politics at the back, man. That's what my family literally lives on. It's like crack cocaine for them at home. Shout out mom, dad, sister.
Shout out the crack epidemic. It really hit the
out,
hood hard.
shout out Snowfall if y'all ever watched it. Shout out that show. Shout out but either way, no, I think that ever since Donald Trump's been Donald Trump, since The Apprentice, this guy has had a controversy surrounding him, period. Everything he does is to be in the spotlight. Because, look, I'm not trying to say this guy's an awful man. I'm not going to say that about anybody that I don't know personally. I just see what I see on TV and what I hear. That's it. But, he's, from what I can see, he's a full-blown narcissist. And this is the best way to get a narcissist going is for people to start talking about them in whatever light, because they don't care. They're confident enough in themselves. They don't care what people have to say. They know what they have to offer. So, obviously him not getting arrested, I didn't think it was going to happen anyways. But, it is a topic that is one of those things, like, it is too big not to talk about. And in the same right, yes, it definitely, I believe, it definitely can hurt his candidacy versus Ron DeSantis, who is a fucking psychopath. Sorry, I don't want to put my political views in it. He's a psycho. Guy's crazy. He might be crazier than my man Trump. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, like you said, the competition isn't Joe Biden. It is Ron DeSantis. And if he can't beat Ron DeSantis, he can't have a rerun against Joe. And we know how people would see Joe Biden now. He's Sleepy Joe. You got all this stuff, falling asleep, tripping up the stairs of the Air Force One.
Yo, somebody's got to check on this man's health, bro. Get him some CT scans. Send him to a neurologist or a radiologist or cardiologist. All the ologists.
You want to know one crazy thing though?
What?
That this isn't like me being a Joe Biden stan, but with this speech. Not word on the street, what's been proven is that he has a stutter. And with people who stutter, there's different ways that they try not to stutter. Some people just go with it and they just stutter over the words, so let's say it. But other people, like what Joe Biden does, is when they get to that point where they feel like they're about to stutter, they try to sub the word that they're about to stutter out for another word. And that's where you get those weird jumbled sentences where you get like misspeaks, where he says like something completely wrong. But no, it's just a thing with all the presidents. They're all old.
Yeah, we need to get some young people in office. That's pretty much.
Hey, we got the best. That's the moral of the story, I think.
Yeah.
Is let me, for the viewers out there, for the folks that are gonna be watching in the future or watching, even tomorrow, I need y'all to not be super deep in the politics, but want to make a change and be a shining light for young folks. Because I believe the minimum age is 35 to run for president, I believe. And you don't need any political affiliation, you don't need anything, just be up there and fucking talk. Get some sponsorships, people will fucking sponsor you. Go to any damn school, any university on the planet, and just act like you believe in the values of most of their student body, and they'll start believing you. But I implore someone to go out there and do something, make a difference, because I'm tired of seeing 75, almost 80-year-old men just sitting in office, just laid up, got nothing to worry about. They're just collecting money for no reason. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on that topic. I thought it was something we just need to chat about for a second, for sure.